I'm sorry, not a teacher telling his class that women shouldn't be educated. Then asking the class, do you think women should be educated?
Women are not supposed to get education. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of a teacher that was recorded saying that women shouldn't have been educated. So apparently this young man was in school and his teacher was teaching, and I guess it's probably like an history class, I don't know. But while this teacher was teaching, this student was recording, and this man went ahead to ask the student why, like, if it was okay for women to be educated. And he went on furthermore to talk about how he feels like women should not be educated, and he feels like that's the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity, that women got education and got some type of freedom, that women should be controlled by men because it's a man's world. Anyway, enough of me saying it. I need you guys to check out this video, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more. But you guys let me know what you think about this and what you think about a teacher that is supposed to be an impressionable figure for children, sitting down there and pushing this type of narrative to children and teaching them things like this. Go down, and even though he knows the right thing to teach them. Anyway, guys, go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. So let's go check out this video, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Piece of paper across there. Okay, you can throw that in the trash can. So Erasmus, he helped promote the education of women. Don't you think that was the worst thing ever to happen when we started educating women? What you guys think? Was it good or bad to educate women?
Good.
Huh?
Good.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Someone still stuck today.
Was it good or bad to educate women?
Bad.
Why?
Because we don't need that. I don't know.
Because this is a man's world.
Yeah. We
And women are not supposed to know no more than we let them know.
yeah.
Don't you feel the same way, Harlow?
I don't.
You don't?
What's wrong with
What's wrong with him?
Are you crazy?
What?
What y'all saying? What's happening?
Man, he said, don't you
Why do
think
you think women should be educated?
Why shouldn't they?
Exactly. Why shouldn't they?
because it's a man's world?
Nah, y'all, I'm not agreeing with you.
But you let women know too much, then they'll boss you around.
No, because it takes two to tango. A man can't produce a baby, so.
Many times producers about control. I don't want my wife to know nothing. Don't want what I tell her.
You cheating on her? You cheating on her?
No, I'm saying I don't want her to know nothing. I don't want her to know just very little. So I can control a paycheck, tell her when to eat, sleep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Yeah. That's one way to control. I'm just saying. But of course, now that's personal. But as a teacher, I have to tell y'all that women are entitled to the same education, quality education. Hey, and we through with it. Say what? Wait a second. That has nothing to do with the past. Who is that hollering like a dirt digger? Chase, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you, Chase. Well, you gonna be in so much trouble. We're not going. Anybody who was born, breathing, everybody got the same right. So we don't give a horse's apple if they trans, LGBT, coon, jigaboo, spit, whatever. Keep your mouth shut. Because when some of you try to poke fun at people, you're poking fun at yourselves. You need to look in the mirror. And then there's 5 or 6 in every family. So we're going to leave it at that. And I hope you feel offended. If people don't mess with you, you don't F with them. Damn it. Moving right along.
I'm sorry, not a teacher telling his class that women shouldn't be educated. Then asking the class, do you think women should be educated? And there's girls in the class. Now, mind you, all these students were very quiet, only having a few guessing yes, no. And him pushing the narrative that men should be in control and that the less a woman knows, the better. Mind you, I haven't seen a follow-up to this video. And I don't have kids, but I would be calling that school right away. Because what do you mean? And mind y'all, what sucks is towards the end of the video, there's a woman that speaks. And her saying is like, are you cheating on your wife? Are you cheating on your wife? And I'm like, why is that the mindset that these young girls go to? This man just told y'all he doesn't want y'all to be educated. And that you should only know what he allows you to know. Basically, you're to be seen and not heard. But yeah, this man knows what he's doing is wrong. Because he literally says in the video, he's like, yeah, but I'm not supposed to teach you this. And I shouldn't even be saying this. And all I can say is we don't pay teachers enough. We don't pay teachers enough to have these type of teachers around teaching young men that it's bad to educate women. But what do you guys think? Oh, this is the handle in case you want to go see the video.
The teacher in Georgia that is telling the students that he does not want his wife to know anything, to be educated, asking them how they feel about women getting education and learning things. He doesn't want his wife to know anything about a paycheck so he can control her paycheck and control her. That is giving off insecure, a whole bunch of stuff. But I did see the updated video today, which kind of makes me very happy. The mom went to the boys' school, and now the principal, the principal is a man as well, so she was kind of nervous when she went in there to talk to him. But she talked to him. She said that they're going to sit each student down and talk to them and get their point of view as to, how they took it and things like that. I don't think the students I don't think that should have any way on what happens to the teacher. I think that the school should take action regardless of if the kids liked it or not. But shout out, I think his name is Noah. Shout out to Noah for bringing this to everybody's attention, because this is what a teacher said to a classroom full of students.
Erasmus, he helped promote the education of women. Don't you think that was the worst thing ever to happen when we started educating women? How was it good or bad to educate women?
So that was fun. But in all honesty, it's just not shocking anymore. If I was that kid's age, it would be shocking. But now that I'm a grown ass man and I've heard other men talk, I've been around other men. It's just not shocking hearing stuff like this anymore. There's a lot of men who agree with what that teacher was saying. There's a lot of men who want to say what that teacher said out loud to that class of kids, but they're not as bold as he is. The biggest thing that I personally just took away from this video is how many other teachers out there are like him, who teach a curriculum that they don't believe in, and, they secretly hold on to some really messed up ideologies.
Did you see this video? I'm like always astounded by the stuff that you see at American schools. This kid looks like he's in high school and he is recording. Thank goodness he's recording on his phone what this teacher is saying. And it's a male teacher who's saying, it sounds like an older guy too, who's saying this stuff to the kid. And the kid's just like, this is ridiculous, right? Talking about when we started educating women. He's basically saying that it was a mistake to educate women. Like, what? Like, give women the ability to go to school and, like, have the same opportunities as men, I think it was. I'll have to look at the whole video again. But it was just so ridiculous. And then some of the kids were, like, agreeing with him, because they're like sheep, right? But this kid was like, what the heck are you trying to tell us? This is ridiculous. The garbage that you're putting into our heads. And it's like, you don't really know what your kids are learning at school. And it's really sad. Whenever I hear something like this, it's just like, I remember, not on the same kind of like level, but I remember when I got to college for the first time, and these people were in like one of my computer science classes, and I lived in like a more affluent area than they lived in our city. And they told me that like the school teacher would give them like extra points and stuff for like participation. And I was like, you're in freaking high school, you're getting points for participation? Like, what? And I was just like laughing at that, because like that would never happen at my school, right? They would be like super hard on you and like make you earn all of your marks and stuff, and there'd be no like giving away percentages and stuff. So I don't know. It just made me think of that. Like, what a waste of your education to listen to this garbage man spewing this stupid crap to these kids. And the thing that just is so aggravating is because, most kids are not going to really listen to that. And like, when you've reached 15 or 14 years old, you're not going to listen to that and actually believe it if you know right from wrong. But there are some kids who are actually going to listen to that and who will actually believe what you're saying. They'll be like, yeah, bro, I understand what you're saying. We shouldn't have women going to college. No way.
And women are not supposed to know no more than we let them know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to thank Mom and Son for posting this. Give you a small overview. This is a class. I assume it's a history class because he's talking about Erasmus. And this teacher says that educating women was a mistake and that women shouldn't know anything more than what men allow them to know. He then goes on to say that he doesn't want his wife making any decisions, including when to eat or when to sleep. There are girls in this class while he's saying this. And at the end of it, he says, but I have to tell you that educating women was a good thing. Now, there's lots that I could go into. I could talk about Erasmus. I could talk about toxic masculinity. I could talk about toxic and predatory teachers infiltrating and poisoning the education system. I could talk about all of that. I want you to go and listen to it. And listen to it very carefully. That teacher is a predator. That teacher is a predator. Mm-hmm. Now, he may not have acted on the impulse yet, but he has the thoughts and he says them out loud. But more than that, his predatory behavior has started to become a problem for the children around him. Because in that piece, he is actively trying to create a system whereby people who think like he does gets rewarded. And what's the reward? Being able to bully the other kids in the class. That's what he's encouraging. Mm-hmm. And I have spoken out about teachers like this before in the past. Teachers who encourage bullying and predatory behavior. So why would he want to influence a bunch of teenage boys? Well, one is ego. If you're in a classroom full of teen boys who think exactly like you do, mm-hmm. well, suddenly you're not the weirdo. You're not the creepy guy. You're a leader. You're an alpha. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if it's just teenage boys that you're at the top of. It's actually better if they're just teenage boys. Because teenage boys are more easily influenced by a male in a position of power, such as a teacher. Mm-hmm. That, from my understanding, is predatory behavior. Now think about this. That teacher has probably had a few years under his belt teaching. How many years? How many classroom hours has he had? How many students have heard him? How much influence has he had? Think about that. Because this isn't just about that boy who is recording. It's about all of them that went before him. Do you think that the other teachers in the school knew about this? I'm willing to bet that they had a really good hint. And none of them spoke up. And none of them spoke out. That's what worries me.
This is interesting. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. For me, I know this for sure that there are lots of men out there that believe that women should be seen and not heard. And especially coming from somewhere in my society and culture and all that, where most of the time they tell women, you still see some traditional laws that don't allow women to speak. They'll tell you it's only for men and all that. Men is the head of the house and all that. And I feel like this is also like the patriotic system that has eaten deep, or that has always been in our society, where it is a man's word, like they said. It is, like he said, is the man's word. So women should not. He has even gotten education because now we are awake. We can earn money. We now have feminists. We now have women that are standing up for the right. We now have women that build community and all that. And I feel like this is the threat to men. And a lot of men, I'm saying a lot of men, really feel threatened with the amount of community that we are building as women and the amount of education we are getting as women. And that's why men like these is saying out the quiet part out loud, even though because society does not permit you to think this way anymore or to say it out loud. This man still could not contain himself, but he wants to induct this into young people so that they believe that women are supposed to be seen and not heard, that it is a man's word. And this is something like it runs a lot in my society. I hear a lot of men say this thing, it is a man's word. If a man has 3 women, he's the man. But if a woman has 3 men, then she's a slut. A woman is always, if a child turns out good, is his father's son, but if it turns out bad, the mother did not do a good job. Everything bad always boils down to the woman, and that's why they typed it, oh, it's a man's word. But I just feel like, sorry, at this point, you're crying over spilled milk, because the women I know and the women I am building community with are women that were going to get education, we're going to build community, we're going to strive, and we're not going to center men. And one reason I feel like men like this feel this way is because they know that they are losing the grip of women centering them. They like the idea where a woman has to come to them for every dime she spends. They like the idea that even though a woman works, the money goes to the husband. They love it because that gives them power and control. And I also feel like the other last creator said that this is a predator behavior, because these are the type of men that would date way younger girls because they feel like they can control. The only reason he feels like a woman should not have education is so that they can have some type of control. And I feel like that also boils down to a lot of men. They may not say it out loud, they may not even stand with this ideology, but if you are a man and one of the things you feel like, oh my woman or my wife, my girlfriend, she's beginning to know it all, you are still in this category. Or you're that type of man that believe like, oh, I can't date women my age, I need to date younger ones because they won't talk back at me, I can control them. Then you still fall back into it because it is a predator behavior for you to want to control another woman being that was given birth just the way you were given birth, that breathe the same air that you breathe, that has 24 hours of the day just like you, but you feel the need to control that human being because you are a man. And that's why, like, ladies, I know a couple of years from now, they're still going to come and say they didn't like the fact that women had access to education and the internet. Because what the internet is doing now, the internet is building us as women to build a community among ourselves, to grow, to inform each other. The amount of information we have within ourselves, the amount of stories we've shared among ourselves, like some of them that came out, like now we're clocking game, we're realizing we're seeing a lot of women making the decision not to have kids, we're seeing a lot of women making the decision to be alone, and they actually enjoy being alone. We are being very intentional with our life, we're going to therapy, we're healing ourselves, we're being the better version of ourselves, especially the fact that now we cannot be controlled anymore by a man. We're taking our freedom 100% back from our life. And that's why, like, when I talk about marriage, especially somebody say, oh, but that's not you're married, but when I talk about marriage, this is it. Whether you like it or not, it's another form of control. It's another form of let's hold her. And a lot of women are clocking that now. We're clocking it, and I'm happy, and I feel also before I even leave, I also want to talk about the type of people have, because this is a teacher and is trying to embed this type of ideology into young children. But whether I like it or not, children will be children. They are easily manipulated and easily impressionable. So that's exactly what he was doing. And I'm really happy that this young man was able to record it and share it to his parents and also to the internet. But we can also imagine what are the other things that this man has taught these children, or he has said, or the children that are very close to him in school. Because whether I like it or not, in the school settings, you always have certain children that is going to be close to a certain teacher. We can just imagine the type of ideology he has fed these children with. And I feel like something should be done about it. And I hope we get to hear what happened afterward with this. I probably even get to see who he is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comment section. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this guy here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.